This year's transfer portal quarterback market continues to heat up. Iowa State's Rocco Becht announces his decision to enter once it opens on January 2nd. Becht has been the Cyclones starter since 2022, throwing for over 9,200 yards with 64 touchdowns and 27 picks in that time. Both his head coach and offensive coordinator did just leave for Penn State.